This video is the last in a series of responses to Theological and his assertions about the superiority of Christian morality versus secular morality and the supposed moral proofs of the existence of his God. I am not belaboring this entire debate here, but I did want to address all of the points that he brought up, including the red herring that I'm about to address right now. A promise is a promise, so here it is.
You've claimed that God is not perfect. Now, if God is not perfect, that is to say that perfection is defined elsewhere than the one necessary being from which all is derived, how can God be changed to be perfect? Remember, John, necessary beings don't change. There is an immutability that you're speaking of. Now, John, if your concept of God is, as we've just described, the God that you would suppose is self-refuting, what you would call God is a contingent entity that has a derivative nature. Sincerely recommend further studying these issues.
Okay, number one, this is a red herring to the entire discussion of Christian morality. Number two, the word perfection is at best a relative term, considering that your idea of a perfect God is my idea of an evil God. And number three, the idea of a perfect God is what is self-refuting, considering that we live in an imperfect universe. Now, if you're going to assert that a perfect God created this imperfect universe, which would be consistent with Christian ideology, then you invoke what Epicurus had to say. All right, so to review the main points of our discussion. 1. God wills it is every bit as unsatisfying to questions of morality as God did it is unsatisfying to questions of science. It doesn't actually answer the question. Instead, it relies upon circular reasoning. We know that Yahweh is good because we know that Yahweh is good because we know that Yahweh is good. 2. Religion is a lousy guide with regards to moral questions because there is an inherent conflict of interest. Religion needs to be concerned first and foremost with promoting itself, and consequently it's going to demonize victimless activities like idolatry and blasphemy. See Commandments number 1 through 4 for examples of this. At the same time, religion is going to exalt useless activities like prayer and the proper observance of rituals. Number 3. Secular morality understands that questions about morality are questions about our obligations towards one another as sentient beings, and therefore is going to be a more rational approach to understanding moral issues. 4. Even accepting that morality comes from God, the Bible is clearly a lousy source for understanding this sort of divine morality, as the Bible itself endorses rape, genocide, slavery, and bigotry. Number 5. A belief in an afterlife, particularly one that involves a salvation message, cheapens the value of this one. If you're part of a relief effort to a disaster area, and you're part of a religious organization, you may be more concerned about saving souls for the hereafter. Whereas if you're with a secular organization, you'll be purely concerned about helping people in the here and now. Having a belief in a salvation message is especially dangerous, because, after all, what could possibly be more important than saving someone's soul for all eternity? This is how people could actually torture and kill in the name of Jesus, because, after all, what's killing a few unrepentant heretics or torturing a few people if it saves the lives of potentially thousands of souls? Number 6. With Christian morality, you apologize to Jesus for the things that you've done wrong. With secular morality, you can only apologize to the people that you've wronged and set things right in that manner. For this reason, secularists have no easy out. Number 7, and this is kind of a by the way, but nonetheless worth mentioning. Theological is proven a liar because he quote-mined the New American Bible, and then he lied about why he got busted for lying, insisting that it was because he quoted the New American Bible, even after I clarified, no, it was because you quote-mined the New American Bible. Frankly, I'm starting to suspect I'm dealing with a pathological liar here. But it really just goes to show you, if you can rationalize well enough to be a Christian apologist, you can come up with flimsy rationalizations to justify just about anything. As Voltaire once said, those who believe absurdities can commit atrocities. Okay, this is a late edition here, but I wanted to show you something else because there's been one other development. Okay, what you're looking at right now is a screenshot of the text comments on one of Theological's response videos to me that is entitled, ironically enough, "This is the Lowest of the Lows." Now, what you're looking at here on these two different screenshots that I'm going to show you right now appears to be Theologica having an argument with himself. In reality, my comments are supposed to be sandwiched in between his response comments here. So essentially, he's been deleting some comments of mine on his video that apparently he found to be embarrassing. But he wasn't smart enough to actually delete his response comments, which basically busts him. I mean, come on, even NPage was smarter than this. And all this during an argument we're having about the supposed superiority of Christian morality. I mean, the irony is just so palpable here. What an incredible, sleazy little dirtbag. I mean, even by Christian apologist standards. Pat Robertson wouldn't defend him at this point. You're so done.